Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's see how to manage a customer in Odoo 19. Moving to the sales module directly, moving on to the orders, and there you can see the customers. So, customer management is an inevitable part in Odoo sales module. So, you can simply create by clicking on the customer option there. You can see it. So, this is the main dashboard while you are just going to create a customer. Like there you can find the name, email, phone number, activities, country, and there you can also find different kind of capsule button, which means what is the invoices and bill mandate that we are deal with the customer, and how many sales order there, and how many purchase orders there, and there we have different kind of things that we can see from here itself, and their number as well. Okay, so if you want to add up any other informations from their personnel or anything, you can simply add up those things by moving on to the toggle icon, or also you can simply add any kind of custom field as well. So let me move on to the new button and let's create a new customer. So first of all, if you are there, Odoo is asking you the customer is a person or a company. So some certain cases maybe a person is going to buying some or purchasing any kind of product from our, or any company that they are going to purchase any kind of important product from us. Okay, so whether you need to choose that is that a person or a company, and after onwards you can simply provide the name of that particular company. I just want to provide this as sunrise sorry sunrise home decor. And once I'm just done with it, you can see that if I'm just typing that name of that particular company, Odoo is giving some of the suggestions that is there under the worldwide, like sunrise shades and home decors, sunrise home decors in Las Vegas, and something like that. Okay, so you can choose from here itself if your company is that, or you can simply remove them, like that particular customer is that or not. Okay, so I'm just going to select this one because this is the customer that they are just approached as, and I can simply provide any kind of details like the street and something like that. So I'm going to provide the street like 345 Oceanside, and I can also provide the second street name, like anything I just provided it's something like that. So I can show you that I just changed the whole details about the company. If you have just randomly provided one thing, okay, don't worry. Now you can see there we have tax ID. So from here itself you can provide the tax ID, the website, and tax, which means the tax ID is the tax identification number. Values here will be validated based on the country format. Okay, so you can simply see and provide them, and you can provide the website address of that particular company, and there you can provide any kind of tax, like you guys are just contacting with the V2B or VIP or consulting. You can simply add up them by creating the tag. The most important thing once you guys are just creating a customer is their email and the phone number. So I'm just going to provide the email address. If you guys don't have any kind of address like or the tax ID website tags, just leave them empty, but you just need to fill up the email and the phone number because that's a basic and important thing. I'm just going to provide this as sales home decor. Okay, home decor. Once I'm done with that, I can provide the phone number as well. So I'm going to provide the phone number from here itself. This is a random number. Okay. And now let's move back to the next sector, which is the tabs that is appear on your customer information side, which is the contact, sales and purchase, accounting, and notes. Starting from the contact, in a company they we have different kind of contact address, like for the main contact and for the invoicing address, and they we have the delivery and others. So I can simply create any kind of contact, like if I want to contact any salesperson, like they we have Braden Freeman. So I'm going to provide this as John. Let it be John. Uh, sorry, not John. Let me provide this as Tessa. Once I'm done with that, I can provide the Tessa's email address. Like the contact person that from the company Sunrise Home Decor is the Tessa. It's a salesperson or the sales manager. I can simply provide Tessa at gmail.com. This is her Gmail ID, and I can provide Tessa's phone number. I can provide the Tessa's job title, which is sales manager, and I can provide any kind of internal notes that regarding with the contact information. Once I'm done with that, I can save and close. There you can see one contact information is there, and I can simply click on the add contact, and I can add this as an invoice address. So there you can see this is the invoice address, and I can provide any of the persons or any kind of additional information here in providing the email address and the phone number. Once I'm done with it, I can provide the note and save and close. So in that way, you can add multiple contact address for a particular company, like a contact, invoice, delivery, or others. Okay. So you can contact them using that information. And moving on to the next tab, which is sales and purchase. Under that day, you can see once we are creating any kind of customer, they may going to sell, sorry, they may, yeah, of course, yeah, they may going to sell, like we can simply purchase any product from that customer, or we can sell any kind of product to them. So in that cases, you can provide for the sales, you can assign any kind of salesperson inside your company. Let me provide it as administrator. There you can defaultly provide any kind of payment terms and methods, and they you can see, okay, the payment method, which kind of payment method you guys are choosing. They can provide a price list, a delivery method as well, like a standard delivery or anything. And moving on to the purchase tab as well, you can see the group RFQ will be on ordered basis, and you can provide any kind of buyer. And like you guys are taking a, I mean, you guys are giving a purchase order to them. So in that cases, you guys are a buyer, and you can provide the payment terms as well, the sales, and providing the payment method. You can enable this option, which is receipt reminder, like that automatically send a confirmation email to the vendor X days before the expected receipt date, asking him to confirm the exact date. So this is a kind of feature, and you can provide a supplier currency as well, like in USD or something like that. And then you can provide the point of sale barcode. Under the physical information, you can provide the physical position. And under the miscellaneous, you can provide the company ID, like your details, like the company ID, reference, company, industry, and everything. Once you guys are done with that, you can move on to the accounting sector. Under the accounting sector, there we have the general information tab. There we can provide the bank accounts, the account receivables, account payables, auto post bills, and you can provide any kind of PayPal ID. There we have the invoice follow-ups, like you can provide any kind of invoice follow-ups. In certain cases, some customers have a lot of due amount that they are not even paid to us. So in that cases, we need to follow up them to give them a message like you guys are actually willing to pay this much amount for us. That's they we have a due amount, something like that. So in that cases, you can simply provide an invoice follow-ups and providing a reminder, next reminder, and responsible person for that. Okay, let me provide it as an administrator. And there we have a credit limit as well. Like you can put a credit limit for a customer. You can provide them like any kind of, like if the customer is not that much loyal and they have a lot of due amount, you can simply set up them as a 10,000, and below 10,000 we can simply move with any kind of invoices and everything, and the due amount is exceed over to the 10,000. We cannot even we can create an invoice, but we'll get a reminder about they we have a credit limit and this particular customer is crossed that one. Okay, so in that cases also you can use them. Moving on to the note session, under there you can simply provide any kind of internal notes, and there we have two feature, which means you can provide a warning on purchase orders and bills, and instruction to the stock operations as well. Like if you want to provide like a warning like this vendor is on vacation until the end of August, you guys are giving a reminder for your what the buy. Okay, and you can provide the instruction on stock operation, like the delivery areas at the back of that building, something like that for the customer. So that's how simply you can deal with the customer in Odoo 19 enterprise version. And there you can see a lot of smart buttons over there, like there we have the sales invoice, which means how many sales that we have created with the customer, how many invoices that we have created with the customer, how many purchases that we have created with the customer. And there you can find the load and serial number, etc. Okay, once we are done with that, you can save this manually. And one more thing is that if you guys are just dealing with the customer and this customer is having a lot of due amount, that will be also showing here by they we have a due amount, something like that. I'll show you with another customer. So that's how simply you can create a customer, just provided whole the basic and important details. And if I'm just selecting any other customer, like let me choose this as ABC traders. So they, you can see another tab is there like a due amount. So there we don't have any kind of particular due amount. So that's why it's showing like that. If the customer have any kind of due, it will be showing here. Okay. So that's all about this customer information, or how you guys can simply manage a customer in Odoo 19. If you guys like, if this video was founding to you as an helpful thing, please do a comment down below. I'll be very happy for that, and I'll be back with another kind of tutorial from the sales module, or like this topic. So till that, bye bye.